I don't know.
All right. Did you... They've just finished having a battle royal to determine the interim AEW champion. And they're going to have a match later on to help determine that, but that's not even going to be settled until the pay-per-view coming up in a couple of weeks. And now they make the announcement of a new championship coming to AEW. Did you hear the voiceover when they said from the visionary Tony Khan?
It almost seemed like it was a spoof because of that.
It was you could tell in the tone of the reading that they couldn't believe they were actually being expected. Was it Shivani? I think that did it. But it was the visionary Tony Khan presents the All Atlantic title. And of course, how will the champion be crowned? In a tournament. When will it begin? Tonight.
When will it end?
Right now.
Never.
Right now. The first time we hear about this new championship, they don't even have a fucking AEW champion now. They're still trying to name him. And the first time we hear about the All Atlantic Championship, the champion who will be crowned in a tournament, it will begin right fucking now. And they showed the brackets. It's Buddy Matthews and Pac and the other Page and Miro and Penthouse and Malachi Black and two guys unnamed from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And the winners of the 4 elimination matches will meet in a 4-way, of course, at Behind the Green Door pay-per-view on June 26th.
Now, hold on one second. Go through the bracket again. This is the All-Atlantic Championship. Who's in it?
Buddy Matthews.
Where's he from? Hold on. Buddy Matthews is from, is it Australia or New Zealand?
One of those.
Okay, not in the Atlantic Ocean or anywhere near it.
Well, we're getting there. Pac.
Well, he's
is. From England. Yeah. He's covered. The other Page. He's Canadian, I believe. So you got one side or the other. Miro, I'm not sure where Bulgaria is.
I don't think it's on the Atlantic.
Penthouse. There's some Atlantic over there.
Yeah.
Malachi Black and the two New Japan guys. That's where I wasn't sure about Buddy Matthews. I didn't really think about him. But isn't Japan in the Pacific? But the point of the All-Atlantic title, they're not All-Atlantic. It should be the Some Atlantic title. But anyway, they go immediately into the first tournament match 15 seconds after the announcement of the tournament was over with. And it's Buddy versus Pac. And the good thing was a sign in the crowd that said free MJF. But here's the deal. I've finally seen Buddy for the first time in a match instead of the Gaga, a singles match, focus on him. He's in shape. He's athletic. They did some nice mat wrestling. Buddy Matthews has a horrible name and he's in a horrible group. But there might be something there. Except, remember we've talked about Pac. He looks good too. He's built like crazy. He's athletic. He looks like a badass. As long as they were doing the mat wrestling and the British stuff, they were fine. You know, takeovers and leapfrogs and drop downs. Then they did some kind of goofy slide in and out spot, which they went to the break on. One guy slid out on the floor. The other guy was going to fucking come after him, but that guy dives back in the ring when that guy's on the floor. And then they switched places again. And then they both slid out and looked at each other. And then they go to the break. As soon as they go to the break, Pac in commercial now, in picture, Pac throws Buddy all the way across and through the announcer's table out on the floor. They couldn't actually put that on TV. If you hung with picture in picture, you saw it. Otherwise, all you saw was them fucking sliding in and out. Something always happens at some point in Pac's matches where they fall apart and make no fucking sense. I mean, they came back from the break and they trade the forearms and kicks where nobody sells until they both sell. And then Buddy did a sunset flip roll through power bomb. That was nice. Got a 2 count. Then everything came to a halt again for a few seconds. And then Buddy went into the corner and bent over and stood in a position for Pac to hop up and give him a reverse Hurricane Rana that almost broke both of their fucking necks. And then Pac hit a kick and a flip off the top rope, 1, 2, 3. So Pac advances in the All-Atlantic tournament. What'd you think of this?
It was all right for what it was, but, this was one of the worst episodes of Dynamite I've ever seen. And this match was just in the middle of it, and nothing on this show was really good. It really stands out. A lot of people pointed out how they thought things changed after Cody was actively involved, that they saw a noticeable change in various segments. Like you said at the top, this is without CM Punk and without MJF. And this show was a mess, in my eyes. Announcing this title all of a sudden, they said we're going to have a new title. I'm like, oh, here we go, the Trios Championship. No! A unnecessary title no one thought of. The All-Atlantic Championship.
Well, I wrote it down here because, and Paige later on, we'll get to it, he's bitching and whining about challenging for the IWGP title. Because he actually said on their TV show, well, there's more than one world championship in wrestling. So I'm not going to get a shot at the AEW title, so I'll get one at the New Japan. So they've got the AEW champion, the interim AEW champion, the All-Atlantic champion, the Ring of Honor champion, the New Japan Pro Wrestling champion, the TNT champion, the TBS champion, the FTW champion, the ROH TV champion, the Owen Hart Tournament champion, male and female, with belts. And I'm not even getting into tag teams.